Welcome to my video on unary operator overloading. At the end of this video, you will learn which are various unary operators in C++, what is operator overloading, how to write operator function definition, how to call operator function, and how to write C++ programs to overload unary operators. So let us start with which are various unary operators in C++. So the operators that operate on a single operand are known as unary operators. So uni means single or one, and that's why the unary means that operates on single operand. Such operators are known as unary operators, and opposite to this are the binary operators that are operating on by means two operands. So various unary operators in C++ are as follows. So negation operator, plus plus, that is increment operator, minus minus, that is decrement operator, and exclamation mark, that is not operator. Negation operator is used to negate the sign or change the sign of the given number, that is positive number will be changed to negative and negative number will be changed to positive number. Increment operator will increment the value of operand by 1. For example, no is equal to no plus 1. So like this, the value of no will be incremented by 1. It is used in two ways, that is pre-increment and post-increment. Pre-increment means plus plus variable, and post-increment means variable plus plus. On the same line, decrement operator is also operating on a value that is used to decrement the value of variable by 1, and it is also used in pre-decrement and post-decrement formats. And not operator is used as a logical operator which converts the true value to false and false to true. For example, not expression, here expression is a logical expression. So these are the four basic unary operators in C++. Now let us see what is operator overloading. So the mechanism of assigning a special meaning or additional operation to the existing operator is known as operator overloading. So every operator, existing operator, is performing certain operation on certain operands, and apart from that operation, the additional operation can be assigned to the existing operators, and like this the operator will perform differently, behave differently on different operands, and that mechanism of assigning this additional operation to the existing operator is known as operator overloading. It is also the process of making operator to behave differently at different instances. So at one instance the operator will perform one operation, at another instance the operator will perform operations on another operands, and like this the behavior may be different at different instances, and thus operator overloading is one type of polymorphism. So that is, it is behaving different at different instances. But while overloading the operator, or while the operator is behaving differently at different instances, the one thing is not changed, that is the syntax. The syntax of operator cannot be changed in operator overloading. That is, here is operating in written or used in particular syntax. For example, in order to increment the value of variable, we can use increment operator as pre-increment or post-increment. So that is the syntax you have to use. Suppose negation operator is always applied as the preceded symbol to the variable, that is minus variable, but you cannot use it as a post, that is variable minus. This is because you are against the syntax. So syntax cannot be changed. Using the same syntax of existing operator, you have to assign additional operation to the existing operators, and that is operator overloading. Now let us see how to do operator overloading, that is with unary operators. For that we will require one function, that is a special function known as operator function. The operator is overloaded by defining operator function. So operator function definition is nothing but it is a special member function of a class which is defined to assign additional task of performing operation on objects. So here the operator function is a special member function, that is, it is a member of a class, particular class. And in this operator function, what type of additional task you are assigning to that particular operator is defined, and that task will be performed on objects. So like this, the operator will perform the operation on objects. So basically the operators are performing the operations on variables or the numbers, but here the operator will perform the operation on object. So this object is the new type of operand on which the operator will operate, and like this the operator is overloaded. So how to write the operator function to overload unary operator? Let us see the general form or general format or the syntax of operator function. So here is the void is a return type, that is, this function does not return any value. Class name, that is, the operator function belongs to which class, it is a member of which class is indicated here with the help of scope resolution operator. Then operator keyword you have to use, and op is nothing but the symbol of operator which you want to overload. Then this function does not accept any argument, so it is a void argument. Within the body of this function, you have to write the statements which will perform the operations on data members of the object. So here, whatever the data members that you have to use here, and along with the operator, and the operator will perform the operation on the objects. That is, basically it is performing the operation on data members of that object. Let us understand with the help of example. So here is the example. I am writing the operator function to overload increment operator, that is plus plus operator. So this is my operator function definition as per the syntax that we have studied. So return type is void, set is my class, and it is the operator op. Op means here increment. So here this symbol plus plus symbol is you have to write operator plus plus. So the name of the function is operator plus plus. This function is a member of set class. This function does not return any value, that is a void function, and this function does not accept any argument, that is a void arguments. Now within this I am incrementing, that is adding 1 to the data members. So in set class, consider that there are two data members, no1 and no2, and I am performing here operations on no1 and no2, that is adding 1 to the value. So my statements will be no1 is equal to no1 plus 1 and no2 is equal to no2 plus 1. So in this way, the values of data members of set class are incremented by 1. So this is the additional task assigned to this operator plus plus function, that whatever the object which will call this particular function, the data members of that object, that is a calling object, will get incremented by 1 due to this particular function. So here overloading unary operator. So how to overload unary operator, that we have studied, but now the what is exactly happening that we will see, that is regarding argument. So just we have seen in the format that argument is not passed to the operator function which while overloading the unary operator. So whenever you are overloading the unary operator, there should not be any argument passed to that operator function. The object which calls the operator function. Now whatever the operator function we have defined, that is a member of the class, and that member function will be called by the operator. Sorry, that member function will be called by the object. That object is called as a calling object, and that calling object is get passed implicitly to that particular operator function, and like this the calling object which will call that operator function is passed as an implicit argument to that particular operator function. Then the operator function operates on calling object. So in this way, whichever the object will call that operator function, that object is the calling object, and the operator function will operate on that calling object by default, just like any other member function is operating on the calling object. Here also the operator function will operate on the calling object, that is on implicit argument object. So whatever that implicit argument object, which is nothing but the calling object, the object which is calling that operator function, so on that particular object the operator function will operate. On that object it is operating means what? Actually it will operate on the data members of that calling object. So these are the three important points which are happening in overloading unary operators. Now let us understand how to call such type of operator function. So in main function we will call this operator function, that is the operator function is called in main function as follows. So the unary operators, that is the increment and decrement, these operators are used in two ways, that is the pre and post. So first of all let us understand pre operator function, that how to call the pre mode, that is function call. So first of all you have to write the op, that is the operator symbol, and then the operand. Now in this case, now our operand is nothing but the object. So here first of all operator symbol will be there, op means operator symbol, and then object name on which that operator will operate. For example, now here there is example we will see later on. The another method is post operator, that is the operator is operated post to operand. So first object, first operand and then operator. For example, object will be there and then operator symbol will be there. Let us understand with the help of example. So here is the example of pre operator, that is plus plus s and minus minus s. So here s is nothing but the object name, and this s operator s object is incremented by 1, and second example s operator is decremented by 1. So plus plus s means increment object, minus minus s means decrement object. So like this here the increment and pre-increment and pre-decrement object, this operation is performed here. And the example of this second way of using increment and decrement operator is s plus plus s minus minus. So here also s plus plus means increment object and s minus minus means decrement object, and here post increment and post decrement. So in this format these two unary operators are used. So like this, as per the syntax of unary operator, you can apply it on the objects like this. Now let us understand with the help of actual C++ program how to write a C++ program to overload the unary operator. In this program we are going to write a C++ program to overload plus plus, that is increment operator, and for that we have to assume a required data. So first of all include the header file iostream.h. Let us have a set class, that is the name of the class is set. In this the data members in the private section are two integers, that is let us say no1 and no2, and now the plus plus operator will operate on this particular two data members no1 and no2. In public section I have the get data function to accept the value of these two data members no1 and no2. So let us accept the values of two data members, enter two integers c in no1 no2, end of the function. So this is a simple input function, it will accept the values of two data members, that is no1 and no2. Now let us define the operator function, that is another member function, that is put data, which will display the values of these two data members no1 and no2. So using cout I will display first of all no1 is equal to no1 and no2 is equal to. So like this put data function will display the values of two data members no1 and no2 variables. Now let us write the operator function. So the operator function declaration is there, it is not definition, a single line declaration is there, it is just like a function prototype. So void operator plus void. So just we have studied in the example, that is the name of the operator function is operator plus plus, it does not accept any argument and it does not return any value. So this is the operator function declaration within the class, and the definition we will write outside the class. Okay, so now let us write the definition of operator function. So this is your operator function declaration. The operator function definition is here. So this is operator function definition. Void set scope resolution operator, operator plus plus void. So operator plus is the operator function name. Set scope resolution operator indicates that operator function is a member of set class, and this function does not return any value and does not accept any argument. Now here this operator function, now we are going to write the operator function definition function body. Increment data members. So there are two data members of our set class no1 and no2. Now I will increment these values by 1 by adding plus 1, that is no1 is equal to no1 plus 1, no2 is equal to no2 plus 1, return and end of the function. So like this my operator function is defined, and now this function I will call in the main function. So let us write the main function, int main. And first of all, the first step in the main function is to create the object. So I created here object s of the type set. Then call the getData function using set object s object to accept the object data. So s.getData, this is the member function call which will accept the value of no1 and no2 data members. Then I will display the object before increment, that is whatever the value of object, that is whatever the values of two data members of that object no1 and no2, that will be displayed by calling the member function putData. So s.putData will display the object data, that is it will display the value of no1 and value of no2 data members. Now let us apply the operator function. Now see here, applying, that is function call, operator function call is simple way, that is you have to use that particular operator symbol as per its original syntax. So here I am applying the increment operator on object s in pre-increment format. So plus s, so pre-increment object. So like this the object s will get incremented, means actually the operator function will get called, and as we have seen that in our definition of operator function, the value of no1 and no2 are incremented by 1, and that like this the no1 and no2 will be incremented. Now let us display the object after increment. So here the object after increment is displayed using putData function. The putData function is called using s object as s.putData. So it will display the object data. Return 0, end of the main function. So like this is a simple main function in which we accepted the value of values for object using getData function. Then we have incremented the object by calling operator function, and then we displayed the value of object using putData function. If you run this program, you will get the output like this, that is enter two integers, let us say 56 88. The before increment the values are displayed as it is, that is 56 88, where 56 is no1 and 88 is no2, and then increment operation will be performed, and after increment the values will be displayed as 57 and 89, that is plus 56 plus 1 and 88 plus 1. Now based on this program you can write your own program as an exercise. That I have explained you how to overload increment operator. On the same line you can write C++ program to overload decrement operator, and only the change will be like this. In the operator function in that program will be like this, that is the operator function will be operator minus minus, and in the body of the function you will decrement the data members like this. no1 is equal to no1 minus 1 and no2 is equal to no2 minus 1. So like this you can easily write the simple C++ program to overload decrement operator with the help of this int. Second program also you can try easily to overload negation operator, that is minus operator, and the operator function of the negation operator will be like this. Void set scope resolution operator, operator minus void, and here within the body of the function you will negate the data members like this. no1 is equal to minus no1, no2 is equal to minus no2, and end of the function. So like this, using this two operator functions you can easily write these two programs as a practice program for as an exercise, and you can refer my programs which I have explained to you. Now let us go for another program to overload tilde operator. So this is another symbol that you can overload in a C++ program, and you can overload this tilde operator to reverse a string object. So there will be a string type of class, and then the object of string will be created and you have to reverse the string. Okay, now let us I will demonstrate the how to write the C++ program to overload this tilde operator, that is to reverse the string, and I will explain this using dev C++ compiler. Now this is dev C++ compiler in which I am demonstrating you a C++ program to overload tilde operator to reverse given string. So here the string will be the object, and that object, on that object the tilde operator will operate to reverse the string. So here this tilde symbol will consider as an operator, unary operator, and overload it to reverse the string. So first of all, include the header file, required header files. Here I have included iostream and string.h. Then using namespace standard, then let us define a class. So in this class, first of all, the data members in private section, I have two data members. Then name, that is a character type pointer which represents a string type of data, and len is a string length. Then in public section, I have defined the getString function, member function, to initialize the data members, and passing here the argument, that is a character type pointer, that is *str. And then here first of all I am initializing the len data member by finding the string length of string that is passed as an argument. So here first of all find the string length of given the string passed as an argument. Then the memory is allocated using new operator, as name is equal to new char len plus 1. So the len is calculated, that is a string length of string passed, plus 1 is for storing the null character. And like this, this particular statement with the help of new operator will allocate the memory for the string, and in that allocated memory let us copy the string that is in the data member name. So here string copy function is used to copy the value of str string into the name string. So in this way both data members of the class, that is len and name, are initialized using this particular getString member function. Now second member function I have defined here is the put string, and in this put string function I have just displaying the value of name. So this function is a void function, not accepting any argument, not returning any value, simply displaying the value of name data member. Then there is a declaration of operator function. Now as I am going to overload tilde operator, so here operator tilde, this particular is the name of the operator function, and it is not accepting any argument, not returning any value, as it is the unary type of operator function. Now outside the class we will write the definition of this particular function. End of the class, and then now this is the operator function definition. So this operator tilde, this is the operator function name, and which is the member of string class. So this membership is indicated by this scope resolution operator, and it does not return any value, not accepting any argument. And here within the body of this particular operator tilde function, I am just reversing the name using string reverse function. So like this operator tilde function will reverse the name. Then let us call this member functions and operator function in the main function. So I am starting this int main, that is the main function. First of all, let us create the object s of the type class string. Then I require one character type array to accept the string input. So my input string will be stored in this str array. First of all I will accept this string using this getS function. So enter string, and using getS I am accepting the string in str array. And now this str array, this is the string, I will pass as an actual argument to the getString function like this, s dot getString into bracket str. So str is the actual argument passed to the getString member function to initialize the object. So the object s will get initialized with the value of this string. Now I will reverse the string by calling this operator function, that is tilde operator is applied to s object, that is a pre tilde operator. Okay, so here the s object will get reversed due to this particular operator function call, and then that reversed string will be also stored in the same object s. And now this value of this s object I will display by displaying certain message, reverse string is equal to, and by calling put string member function, the string is displayed. Return 0, end of the main function. So this is my complete program to overload tilde operator. Now let us compile it, and now I am compiling this program, and here there are no errors, no warning messages. Let us run the program, and now I am running the program. In this it will ask to enter a string. Yes, so now I will enter a string Nashik, Nashik, and it should display now the reverse string. Yes, the reverse string is displayed as KIHSAN. So it is a reverse of Nashik string. So like this, my program is successfully run. I got the expected output. Let us run this program again with another input. So here I am running the program. Now I am giving another input. Let us say Sanjay. So here the string is reversed. Yes, YAJNAS. So again with another input also, the program is successfully run, got the expected output. So in this way, the C++ program can be written to OR the unary operator. Hope you understood how to write C++ program to overload unary operators. Thank you for watching my video.